Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It is update day, but nothing actually notable happened in the update. We did Mirror Dungeon 3 hard yesterday. So instead we're doing something a little different. We're gonna be doing a She Association run to celebrate the, So in case you aren't aware, recently, R.I.P. Cully, did approximately 40 hours worth of streaming solely trying to solo 6-48, with She Heathcliff. And just yesterday, they finally managed to do it, which is pretty cool. So this is the She Heathcliff appreciation run. It was an insane thing. I watched parts of it. I was not there when the actual successful attempt went through. But basically, in case you don't know why it's so hard, at the very end of the fight, there's effectively a 1 in 32 chance of winning. And that's after getting through an already fairly hard fight. Mainly the first part's the hardest, but still. Pretty funny. But what better time for a She run, Celebrate such a funny thing. Also, the Ruina Switch and PlayStation port released yesterday. That's pretty cool. Thanks to the update, if you have the physical version of Ruina pre-ordered yet, you will get the code to get the funny border in. Unfortunately, I'm still, at a week or 2 weeks or maybe even 3 weeks away from getting mine to arrive in the mail because, it's shipping from Japan. But it'll happen sooner or later, which will be cool. And, yeah, that's my set of ramblings I had planned for the start of this. Tomorrow we're probably gonna get the trailer for Walpurgis. That'll be really cool. I'm excited to see the 2-star it's going to be, if we're going to get an ego this time around, what it would be. I assume so, but at the same time, I really hope we don't, although I hope we do, because, suffering never ends. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't have nearly enough lunacy to be ready for Walpurgis. So I'm just, a little frightened. You know how it goes. Sure, we'll pass that. And by that I mean we're gonna not pass it, because that's how you pass this check. Oh yeah, we started with poise stuff, because these are all technically poised units, even if, baby poise. Some poise, but still fairly baby poise. And you're decent poise, but you kind of rely on your skill too, and being below half HP and stuff like that. Maybe we'll focus on that. It might happen naturally, because we're only running with 3 people, we're definitely gonna take a lot of one-sideds. Yeah, I like the She IDs a lot. I think we're probably going to get a She banner sometime this season. I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be the banner we get, alongside, Mirror Dungeon 4 hard or something, right? Just random She banner. It would make sense. Wouldn't be surprised if it's the first Season 0 thing we get, because it's an association we don't have a lot of reps for. Wouldn't be surprised if we get an Oofy banner, but I think it'll probably be a little bit before we get an Oofy banner. I expect an Oofy banner, end of the season-ish, right? Maybe that'll be, the second to last banner of the season or so, right? I don't know why specifically second to last, but that's my prediction. But I think She will be the first proper Season 0 banner, so, probably 2 weeks from next week. We'll have to see. I don't know. We're going to have to see, depending on how much content there is in Walpurgis. Either Mirror Dungeon 4 will be the week after or 2 weeks after. I'm kind of leaning towards 2 weeks after right now. At the same time, I don't know how big of a deal the Walpurgis event is going to be. Because we're definitely going to get a fight. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't want to release Mirror Dungeon during the middle of, that banner. Who knows? Maybe we'll just get Mirror Dungeon 4 next week in the first place, though. That's not impossible. I assume it's not going to happen, because I really hope we get, a Walpurgis fight Crying Children or something like that. We'll see, but, yeah. Oh, Wound Claret, actually really good for us, because we've got a lot of Wrath. We've got a lot of Lust, so with Cocking Cranes we can get some other resources, and Blood Spent Tears just kind of good in general. Bloody Gadget also just kind of good in general. I'll refresh once more for that. Maybe once more. Heathcliff, get him another skill 3, cool. And we'll also... we could actually benefit from this potentially. You know what, we'll keep it. I was considering selling it because I really want to get Wound Declared to ++ next floor, but we should be able to do that pretty easily no matter what, right? I'm not too concerned. Some of these G-Corp guys... Honestly, getting more G-Corp stuff would also be a really fun Season 0 thing. I do hope they get to the point where they are willing to add previous season stuff as, like, Season 0. Like, especially for, like, the Corps, right? Like, getting random, like, G-Corp or, like, K-Corp or... Even, like, some of the J-Corp syndicates. Like, I guess it's not the Corp itself, but you know what I mean, right? This is unfortunate. You guys are gonna get attacked a little bit. We could go for this to do some damage, because it's the best we've got. Yeah, Electric Screaming does cost Pride, which we don't have very much of. We're gonna take a lot of damage this turn. It happens. It'll be good to take some damage. Because that means we're gonna be below half on a lot of people, get a lot of the funny effects going. That sort of thing, right? It'll help. Nice. Not an ego I use very frequently. I kind of forgot that I had it on over Soup, because I kind of prefer Soup personally, but it's fine. You're below half, so you get the funny. You're not quite below half. I'd kind of like you to get below half. Probably not this fight, though. We do also have this, so we will just start... Heathcliff will just kind of heal up passive over time, but his skill 3 also damages him, so he should be able to counterbalance it. I guess I kind of don't want the others to be below half, though. I want Heathcliff to be the one consistently below half. And I don't really care about the others being below half as much, because we gotta focus on Heathcliff a little bit, right? Because he's the GOAT. The only Heathcliff idea that hasn't soloed 648 so far is N-Corp, I believe. There is a video, someone's gotten to the final phase with N-Corp Heathcliff, but you gotta do another 40-hour grind with N-Corp Heathcliff. I wouldn't be surprised that N-Corp Heathcliff is an even worse grind, simply because, well, he's weak to blunt, which is such an awful thing to be. So I wouldn't be surprised if he suffers fairly from that. I don't know for sure, though. I haven't looked too in-depth into it. Soloing isn't really my thing too much. I think it's super cool, don't get me wrong. I love watching solos, but performing them, I don't know. I do like it on occasion, but I don't like soloing with, ideas that aren't good for soloing. It's definitely very doable, but a lot of it is just trial and error, right? It's not very watchable, usually. Okay, we get some... The Pierce Gluttony doesn't help us too much. I guess we're just building around Wrath here. Unintentionally. Wound Declared, Wound Declared Employee Card, Oscillating Bracelet. Wrath Gaming. And we're probably going to do something like this, since we want to get to the rest stop. So we'll be able to get a lot of cost before then, because we're going to take a bunch of fights. So we'll definitely be able to upgrade Wound Declared. We'll probably try upgrading the Charge Bracelet, or the Employee Card, whatever it's called. Charge Bracelet, good job, me. You get Stagger, that's unfortunate. You at least Clash first, though, so that's good. You take some damage. Maybe some tank passives would have been a good idea. Oh, I guess the important thing here is Heathcliff being unstaggered is probably the most important thing, because he's got the strong mass attacks, right? He's got, like, that binds and stuff. It'll cost him a lot of sanity to use it, but, it's really worth it. We also do a Telepole, which... Telepole we can actually fund using the resource we have, which is why it's super good for this team. Flashing Strike, we get the mass attack version, which is always funny. But yeah, because the only thing we have on this team is Lust, Wrath, and Envy. I hope they continue that with future She IDs. Although I guess it would be nice to have a little bit of variety. I hope they mostly keep these, though, right? I like the idea of a faction being, like, super, like, low in, like, sin variety. Because usually most factions do try to have a little bit of most things. Like, a faction that, like, exclusively has a couple things would be super cool, right? So far, they've committed with these three, but they were also in the game on launch, so we haven't really gotten new She IDs, well, ever. But it's really the best solution, isn't it? Sure is, bruv. Oh, and Grey Coat, so our Mass Decks do even more damage and do a little bit of healing. Healing part's a little bit iffy. It means Heathcliff's probably going to heal up really quickly. Especially, like, if we use binds ever again. And his skill 3 and just in general will also heal him up. That's kind of lame. It's fine, though. Maybe I'll sell the Ego Gift, I'm too concerned. Maybe it'll be a good idea to try and... Ooh, he's at 12 HP. Maybe we probably need the healing. You know, thinking about it a little bit. Heathcliff dies this turn. Oh, no. I don't think... I guess Corroded or Blossom Star, best bet. Yeah. What does Electric Screaming go for if you corroded? Not the right people. Alright, this is unfortunate. And you've got counters, so that's not good. Well then. Yeah, you've got higher speed and you're one-siding Heathcliff a little bit here. He can't defend or anything. He's actually got fragility, so he's going to take more damage. So we just got to hope our Blossom Star staggers, which it might do, especially if we get Tails, right? Which isn't too likely, but... Heathcliff might just die here, which would be really unfortunate. Okay, heads. That's not great. It's really not great. No, it is weak to blunt. And we do a bunch of stagger damage based on how much damage we actually deal in the first place, right? And Grey Coat's meaning we do a little bit extra damage. Okay, Heathcliff is fine, I think. He does some self-damage Flashing Strike, though. ADD, however, will heal him up. Which is why I went for it there, because it's a relatively safe Mass deck to go for. It does a lot of damage to them because they're weak to blunt. The corrosion would have been really bad. Don't get me wrong. I know that's for certain. Because his corrosion costs 10% of his max HP, which is not nice. Believe it or not. And we just countered with Heathcliff there because I didn't really want him to use his skill 3 to do some self-damage when it's not necessary. She treats health like a resource, which is cool, especially Heathcliff, since he's the only one that actively spends his HP. It's a cool mechanic. It's the kind of thing that's really hard to balance because, I like the idea of an ID that spends HP as a resource, like, a little bit, because they've kind of tried to lean into that with some IDs, most notably Warp Ryoshu, right? She definitely, like, wants to, like, she definitely benefits from spending her own HP to, like, turn into charge. I don't know if it's, like, to a great enough of a degree, though, right? And I think what I'm getting at is, well, we're gonna take a lot of damage for one thing, but, it's not what I'm trying to get at. What I'm getting at is that most ideas that do self-damage, he wants the self-damage, and he wants to remain low, so he's kind of got anti-synergy with healing stuff to most part, because it's kind of hard to maintain it otherwise. Every time I Warp Ryoshu, like, if you're playing her right, you don't spend the HP. You know, you don't want to. An idea that actively wants to get, like, hit a fair bit. There are a bunch of IDs that actively want to get hit a fair bit and take damage a fair bit, like thinking of something like, you know, GHE Rodion, but she's got the barrier, so of course she wants to take a bunch of damage, right? Double open your skill 3s, why not? You can't redirect that, that's fine. You can redirect like that. That will do good damage. That's cool. If we do get another She ID, I think it would be fun if they kind of played with like some HP shenanigans a little more. Since they're already leaning into that. You might as well keep it going, I guess. I don't know. I've definitely talked about it before, how I don't like how some of the associations, like, gimmicks don't really match their, like, lore gimmicks. She suffers from that a lot. Like, they're assassins. Why is their thing that they're really hurt a lot of the time? And I know why. Like, don't get me wrong. I know it's because because of a funny Ruina she. But, like, is that how the entire association's supposed to function? It really seemed like, because that was just Thelma's plan, you know, get them super weakened so they couldn't, you know, do anything to you. Or to Thelma. I don't really think it fits the entire association. I think there's some really cool, like, assassin-type mechanics I'm sure you could, like, get in. Like, even, like, the Well, the sheaths that we see in the story, they just assassinate Shren, right? Like, they do assassin stuff. They don't do self-damage stuff. Stuff like benefiting from one-side attacks, like... Maybe have a skill 3 that's, like, unclashable, right? Make it so they've got, like, a super strong attack but you physically can't clash with it, so all it does is do damage. Stuff like that. It would be weird, don't get me wrong. Would it be good? I don't know. I think there's a very decent chance it wouldn't be good, but it would be cool, right? And that's what matters. At least to me. I'll accept a mediocre idea if it's got a cool gimmick, right? That's what it boils down to. I feel like I've been saying that's what it boils down to a lot today. And maybe that's just a thing of boiling it down. I don't know. Okay, this fight should be relatively fine. You don't really need to do your self-damage thing right now, I don't think, so we'll just not. We're probably going to be forced to sooner or later, of course, because, you know, you've got multiple skill 3s. But if we save up to the second phase, you can actually benefit from the attack weight, right? Not doing a lot of damage there, that's fine. Oh yeah, speaking of, you know, being forced to use that skill, there it goes. That's fine. Should be able to stagger the golden apple here. Some of our other attacks. Yeah, Ishmael should be able to do it. She's not below half, so she didn't get the funny 4 coins, but it doesn't actually do enough damage, darn. Well, that's fine. Because we'll just throw a bunch of other random stuff at you this turn, and that'll probably do well enough, right? Yep, there's the stagger, and we can definitely get you to 1 HP, even if we're spamming mostly weak attacks. Our weak attacks are still good enough. Yep, there we go. So now, funny time. We'll try that, sure. Oh, we neutraled with Ishmael. I think I meant to be clashing with their other skill. Whoops, that's fine. It happens. Doing this with Heath, you have to make sure he hits both parts by just attacking the part that's only got 1 slot, right? So I still do 20 self-damage this turn, but he also... Huh. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Greycoat doesn't affect things that aren't mass attacks that gain attack weight? Is that it? Skill with 2 plus attack... Okay, so does Greycoat only work for things that have attack weight by default? Like, does it not work for... I don't really think I've paid much attention to it. I don't think I get Greycoat very frequently, even though it is a tier 2. But like, I think I've used it a lot with, like, anyone who's got a skill that gains weight in certain circumstances. Does Greycoat not count then? I guess not, huh? I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. That's cool. It makes sense because, you know, the game is like, yeah, no, this one doesn't have attack weight because it gains it, like, afterwards. It's kind of like how stuff like DHE Honglu's skill 1 counts as a single coin, even if he's at Insight 3, because, like, yeah, as far as the game's concerned, that's a single coin. Sure, does it gain more coins? Yeah. It's technically reusing, I know, but the game treats it as if it's gaining more coins. Oh, Fiery Down. We've got a lot of Lust skills, so that would work well. Pinpoint Knowledge Logic could also work well, but I'd rather take this because Funny Breath. Awesome sauce. Shop is there. Then we can do like a little bit of this or something, I guess. Cool. I would watch the talk on this floor. Yeah, so if you watched yesterday's Daily Mirror Dungeon, you may have noticed I was like super intrigued by like Headless Ichthys having a special attack it only uses if you fail the skill check that you rarely ever see in the first place. Which I found very interesting. You don't die, do you? Okay, cool. Get some healing then. So upon looking into it, so it's specifically something, so the skill check is only something the large versions of Allied Watch like Headless Ichthys have, right? The large versions that were added in Railway 1 and later were added to Mirror Dungeons, because it used to only be the small ones. And both of them actually have a special strong skill they only use if you fail your skill check. Alleyway Watchdog as well. Alleyway Watchdog's skill check is even rarer than, it's even rarer than the one used by, Headless Ichthys, by, like, a large margin, it feels like. Like, I think I've maybe seen the Alleyway Watchdog check once, maybe? And I'm not even sure if I've seen it once, right? Because I don't know what triggers it, but I think it's fairly rare. Probably for, like, breaking a specific part or something, though. But yeah, it's called, like, what's it called, like, Red Wire or something? And it's an envy skill called Red Wire for some reason. It just inflicts, it's like a 2-target that inflicts some, like, rupture, I think. It wasn't a very interesting skill, I'll tell you that much. But it sure does have a special skill. Maybe if the fight takes long enough here, we'll see it. I kind of doubt it. But yeah, interesting how it's just stuff like that that you really just do not know. It's cool. There's just a lot of stuff in this game, that's the thing. It's why, like, I play it so much, and there's still so much stuff I don't know. So many interactions I just don't know, because I've never thought about it, right? I just assume this happens, or I assume that happens, or, you know? When in reality, something entirely different happens. Kind of like me not knowing the gray code interaction with, you know, skills that gain more weight. I kind of like the idea of charge-type gloves, not gonna lie. I don't really want to sell something, though. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need resources. Cost is nice. I like the idea of taking this and focusing on... Oh, I like Light Bloomer's Tattoo as well, because we've got a lot of single coins. You know, the stuff that just increases our damage, that's kind of boring. Let's be a little zany. And we could take night vision goggles. I kind of more so am looking for the other two chargy things. Right? It's going to be funny, but we'll be fine. We'll roll with this for now. We're not getting the rest off this floor, unfortunately. It's just out of range. That's okay. The body pack is, it's healing. Might be a little too much healing. Actually, you know, that's fine. Getting a more consistent healing thing on Heathcliff is nice, because we can just have him keep on spamming skill 3s and we'll be good. And these two can probably benefit from healing. Yeah, they're kind of on the brink right now. It happens. Oh, and you're attacking with a Wrath skill too, so that's cool. You're getting hit a little bit, you'll be fine. Ishmael's getting staggered, you'll be fine. You'll heal a little bit from the catch breath against full body attack, right? Heal a quarter of your missing HP, yeah, which is nice. Yeah, we've got a lot of single coin attacks on this team, just kind of as a whole. So, Tattoo should help us out a fair bit in just buffing us turn 2 and onwards. Which is cool. We don't have pride stuff, so we can't trigger, you know, that part of it. But I wasn't really expecting to trigger that part of it, you know. You're attacking Ishmael for, like, a fair bit of damage. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I think we'll be fine. Okay. You actually did a little bit too much self-healing, Heathcliff, so now you're not getting... No, you're still getting the Master Deck. Huh. Interesting. Is it on turn start? When does it check his HP? It just says attack with this one less than 50% HP. Interesting. I don't know then. Will this one also be a mass attack, or will it not? Oh, you're taking some damage. Not nice. We can heal you up with, like, a... That's overkill. I say that, like, Art of Blossom isn't also really overkill. This is actually kind of unfortunate, because, should probably do it here, I suppose. And no, you're gonna get killed before that goes through because of the speed stuff. Because this one was... Yeah. You got 5 speed, so you're gonna go relatively soon. If this guy gets 2 heads, Ishmael dies, I think. We can Fluid Sac. That actually will work. You're faster. Okay, we'll roll with that. Oh, this is a 3... But I think this was a 5 there. I was thinking of the other one. Darn. How about we corrode it? That's not working either. Okay. There's gotta be something that would be a good plan. Could try corroding... Could try just... I don't know, we could just corrode binds, I suppose, but that'll be a lot of healing. That's fine, we can get our HP back down. We will heal up to max, I think, basically immediately with binds. Because, It's a lot of damage. Why'd I corrode this? That's a really good question. I do not think I should have corroded that. Well, that's fine. He healed up a bunch. Everyone's chilling. Yeah, you've healed up a lot now, which is unfortunate. We might be able to get your HP down again. If nothing else, we got benefit from Mouse Tech a fair bit, right? That might be good enough. Might be more worthwhile just have everyone fullish HP so we can actually take attacks from now on. And you'll still keep on doing self-damage or Flashing Strike. And you're no longer getting the passive healing from Gregor since that's going to Ishmael instead. That could work. Taking a risky encounter now. Blunt risky encounter means we can just ego it if things are seeming a little too iffy for our liking. I think we'll be fine though. They're gonna get staggered, aren't you? If we... You know, we should probably let you get staggered. You know, I'll roll something like that, why not? Get some healing things to Phlebotomy Pack, making it a Wrath alongside the healing from using a Mass Attack. Now, they resist Pierce, so it won't do too much because we're going for the uncorroded one. Don't really feel like getting the sanity loss from the corroded version, though, so this will be good enough. It'll be good. It'll be good healing. Want to make sure Ishmael's in a decent position going forwards. Yeah, that's good. You get staggered, which is intentional on our parts, because we want you being below your stagger threshold, if nothing else. You're being attacked a little bit, that's good. It's not going to be enough to kill you, but it'll be enough to get you low. So that'll work. Nice tails done. I shouldn't be surprised. And I'm really not surprised. Okay, these guys are really doing pitiful amounts of damage to us, that's okay. I mean, you're not below half, but you're below your stagger thresholds. That's good. Will this be a one target? Yes, it is, but it gets you... No, it doesn't get you below half because of Phlebotomy. This one gets you below half, though. Yeah, there we go. And you might heal back up to above half thanks to the Gregor passive, since you are the lowest once again. You did take some damage here, though, so maybe it's fine. We'll see. We shall see. Flashing Strike, which, even above half poise, it's still a really strong skill, you know, gaining 4 poise count from a 2-coin attack on a skill 2. Really good for maintaining poise, especially because we don't have, like... Getting Clover would be really nice for us, getting Endorphin get really nice to us. A way to get a little bit more poise, because we really don't have a great way to gain poise, because we cannot trigger Nebulizer's secondary effect, because we do not have Pride Resonance at all. Like, we've got Blind Obsession on Ishmael, but that is the only Pride Ego we have on the entire team, so we cannot get the 2 Pride Resonance, which is why I didn't bother upgrading Nebulizer to ++. Normally that's something I do immediately, but without Pride, that doesn't help us very much, right? Perversion, more resources, cool. It's more resources for stuff we specifically already have, though, which is actually pretty cool. Focus on our specialties even harder. Okay, you take some damage, you get staggered, that's fine. Tremor burst on someone without tremor. These guys really are, you know, exceptional at their jobs. You're taking some damage from not to be afraid, cool. Looks good. You are below half for the sake of that attack, so that's cool. I really wonder when it's checking, because it feels like he's just slightly above half a lot of the times. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it really does feel like that. Okay. We can get some kills off here. I do think... Is Ishmael below half? She's close. She is below half, nice. So she'll get a... Actually, Full Pack means she might heal up too much here. Yeah. Oh no, she's actually still slightly under half, it looks like. So you should get a 4 point... Yeah, there it is. Which is a lot of burn things fiery down, which is cool. If you can get dust to dust, we might be able to actually manage our burn a little bit, right? Once again, there's a lot of Yugits that could be nice for us to focus on random status effects. Which is funny. It is interesting, though, that's for sure, because, like, Wrath has, like, bleed through Wound Clarid, Lust has burn through Fiery Down, Envy has Tremor through Nixie Divergence. Like, you can definitely build up a lot of them just kind of passively, right? With just the correct correct sin affinities on your team and the correct EO gifts. As Bleed, I guess... No. Never mind, I don't know. I guess Bleed Lust actually does a decent synergy as well because of the Rusty Knife. A lot more random stuff like that, you know? Going for a lot of Flashing Strikes this turn, but your HP is a little too high, unfortunately. It'll go down a little bit by using a bunch of the Flashing Strikes, though. Hopefully low enough for you to not have any stagger threshold for the Watchdog fight. Mass Stacks could be nice against all Watchdog since it's got so many parts, right? And we do have enough HP to get the 4-coin Flashing Strike off, so that gets the kill. Nice. And these three are the only ones left alive, but not for long. Actually, let's do it like this so you don't get as much healing from Phlebotomy packs. Specifically go for a Lust Skill instead of a Wrath so you get half as much healing from Phlebotomy packs, simply, you know, to maximize your suffering. Maximizing your suffering because it benefits us, not just for no reason. That's kind of what Limbus seems to be doing in general, right? Maximizing the suffering of the sinners to get the most benefit. Just each canto. Heathcliff's gone through his suffering now. He still is suffering, you know. His pain is constant, his agony is eternal. Or something like that. I don't know. Watchdog time, though. You will attack us a fair bit. Might let Ishmael get hit by these and clash the others as much as we can. Actually, we can't redirect anything with you. We cannot redirect a lot. Dawn's gonna take a lot of damage here. Okay, that's not fun. You do resist Lust, you do resist Slash. So we're probably fine taking the Claws. The constant voltage we should clash then. Cool. And then you are weak to both Lust and Sloth. But you resist Slash, so constant voltage is what you clash against here. Actually, we're neutral. Might just roll with it, you know? And then you can just land a hit. You know, do some damage to yourself with the Flashing Strike. It's something. Dawn gets staggered here, most likely. I know, she resists both of the attacks going for her, so she might not. Ishmael takes some damage. It is enough to get the 4-coin Flashing Strike, so that's really good. Stack some burn. It's only one-time burn because we don't have dust to dust, but it's still cool. Yeah, Dawn is fine. She's gaming. And then some self-damage here. You're not quite below half. You probably won't be for a while. Yeah, especially if you don't have a lot of skill 3s. That's fine. I might let that hit you. I want you to take some damage. Don't really want you to take too much damage, though. We'll try this, perchance. Yeah, let that hit you. Cool. Looks good. Only a 2-coin Flashing Strike. Lame, but that's fine. Once again, we're going for Wrath Tag first with Heathcliff, means he gets more healing from full body pack. Maybe not ideal. That's alright. His last attack is weaker, and I kind of wanted to go for the stronger attack, logically, right? Okay. Flashing Strike that. And then we're at the point where we can probably just clash everything pretty consistently. So we'll do some of that. Sure. Good enough. She loses the clash, but we specifically had her deal with the claw so that she's still pretty fine. Right? I don't know why the Wrath skill went first, and that's unfortunate for us, because it means that full body pack triggered on the Wrath skill instead of the Envy skill, but I guess it happens. You being hit by this is fine. You take more damage. You get below half. That's cool. You will heal a bunch from Catch Breath, but that's okay. It's really hard to get the sweet spot for a team like this. That's okay. Because we will get there. That's for sure. Body sack? We've got a couple of resources for body sacks, so we might as well do it occasionally, right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. 2 coin flashing strike, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know, I thought Wound Clear would be better, but I kind of forgot that most of our Wrath attacks on this team are single coin. Both Dawn's and Heathcliff's are single coins, and Ishmael's skill 3 is a 2 coin, and it's also a skill 3. So I was kind of overhyping Wound Cleared, I think. She Association does not have a lot of coins in general. Other than Ishmael's skill 2, like, we don't have a single attack with more than 2 coins, and even then it's a conditional, which is part of the gimmick for She, which is cool. It makes me definitely want another She Association ID, especially even more, because we haven't gotten a single unit with a single coin skill 3 since Sloshmill, I think. We haven't gotten a 3-star with a single coin skill 3 since launch with Ting Tang, Hong Lu, Blade Lineage, Sinclair, and Kurokuma Rodion. Some little fun facts for you, that how much they really don't want to give us more single coin units because they're weaker a lot of the times, I suppose. I don't know, that's the reason I presume they're going with, right? What's this going for that? Cool. That there instead will body sack again. It's always a solid choice. If we got some Gloom, aka if we still, you know, had Coffee and Cream instead of selling it, we could also be using Crow to ADD for some self-damage. Sure, it does trigger the ADD passive, which means he'll kind of heal up from being hit. But he would also lose 10% of his HP for it. I think only on Tails, though, right? So not exactly the best thing. Either way, ADD works well with She Heathcliff because, it's just the amount of charge gains from it scales with how low his HP is, right? So the lower his HP, the more charge he gets. Which really only matters for the passive, which heals him back up. So really, it's better for, like, the Quad Cliff or Quee Cliff. I guess is the tier might go for more often. We can probably just kill you here. I might just throw on a Flying Sword to that just for safety, or maybe a Dual Strike. None of them are great odds. You know, we'll just Body Sack it. Body Sack it here, though. Might as well. It's really much better to be safe than to be sorry. It's something I learned time and time again. I very frequently don't check. You notice this was a semi-long fight against the alleyway watchdog, but I still didn't see this check. What actually is the conditional to check? I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Event. If it reaches 10 plus lightning. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I'd need to what? I need to, like, attack the telepole or whatever for him to build up lightning. It's just not happening. He's got 4 lightning now. Yeah, it's a check you just never see. And for a very logical reason, because, I don't even know how you stack up lightning on him. Genuinely, I couldn't even tell you. I think it's something like that, though, right? It's like Rupture with Envy attacks. That's funny. This one's Gluttony, so it's not interesting. We'll go for this. Envy attacks are definitely solid for us. How solid? That? I don't know quite as much. Alright. Okay, mermaids. That's not nice. What's the plan here gonna be? Corroded Telepole, a little bit of Envy Resonance for good luck. How's this looking? Hit top right, please. What? Oh, I forgot. Okay, cool. We'll roll with that. Yeah. I like the odds of that. Crow to teleport, you'll know, he rolls a 54 if we get tails. Which would be pretty nice for us. And we're going for the envy resonance, because we actually don't need the envy resonance. I forgot about that. You only need the envy resonance if you do not have charge naturally, but we have the charge tier 4 gift, so we actually do have charge naturally, so the envy resonance wasn't necessary. Does give us more charge, though. Heads, still rolling a 33 on heads is stupid, though, right? Or the ones we were scared about should get staggered here, especially with the random crit. Yeah, nice. Cool. You takes a little bit of damage. Actually, the attack is still going for you. So that one didn't get staggered. I thought they both did, but I guess I saw it wrong. Yeah, no, you didn't. That's fine. Some damage Heath, that's alright. We have some flashing strikes to go for to at least lose some HP in the process. So that'll be good. We'll get our sanity back up a little bit, because Crow to teleport is a corrosion, so therefore our sanity suffering a wee bit. We can get some kills though, so that's good. That was 9 fragile on Heathcliff though, which is a little funny to see. Yeah, going for a little bit of an attack, that's alright. Kill that guy with the Overwreath, cool. Kill this guy with Flashing Strike, cool. Even the tails, we still did enough. Even without the crit, we would have done enough, just barely. I guess technically more than just barely, because I'm not factoring the additional rupture damage we get in like every attack. You still get what I mean. Down they go. Awesome sauce. Okay, we took this pass so we get the event. No thank you. We don't really need speed. Speed would be nice for Dawn. I don't really even want to, like, consider the possibility, though. Although it would be nice to fail the check and lose a bunch of HP on everyone, I guess. But the sanity loss would not be nice, especially for these guys. Just get hit by every mass attack, why don't we? Yeah, sure. I'd like to kill these guys as soon as possible because they're going to start spamming mass attacks next turn. Mainly just the big guy. It's not really spam in like the normal crab fight. Still a lot of mass attacks though. And you know, I like Telepole. I don't use it very often because I usually just run Yasenyata instead of Telepole. Because Yasenyata is really better most of the time, but Telepole is really funny. And it's hard to underestimate. It's how funny it is. Yeah, there's the random mass attack though. Not really shocked. So it's what these guys do best, the random mass attacks. Okay, yeah, we're gonna kill these guys. We're actually kind of slow this turn. Let's see if we can get lucky and if one of these corrosions can target the actual mass attack. No, okay, last hope. Let's targeting the guy in the back, so that's something, I guess. Let's roll with it. Dawn's faster. Actually, we're both faster than this guy. I kind of didn't notice that. Good enough for me, then. We're just going full corrosion mode, just to see how well it works. Sheep. Cool. Yeah, it's almost like, you know, the double corrosion was kind of overkill. But it's also funny, so I'll roll with it. We're doing fine enough on sanity that, like, it won't leave too big of an impact on the rest of the run, I'm sure. There's still one of them left, yeah. We're chilling. Nice tails. I guess it happens because of low sanity. Speaking of it happening because of low sanity, Heathcliff lost his clash. Fine with that, though, because that means he takes some damage. Yeah, that's a stagger. It's only, you know, one stagger bar. so he'll still have a stagger bar in future fights, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. Okay. We'll have one more fight. We'll use that fight to get some sanity back. Sure, that'll be something we can sell. This is a Pierce encounter, so it might just be more crabs, in which case I will not hesitate to spam Telepole again. You know, I still don't think I should hesitate to spam Telepole again, not gonna lie, after seeing it's these guys. For my own safety, I think this is the best play. Nice. And we still keep on getting heads, and still it does so much damage. Because even on heads, which is, you know, the less than optimal verbal. Also, did it break the scrolling warning text in this update? I think I've just noticed that. Did they really? I'm kind of curious. I'm quoting again, partially because I want to see the animation again. Because I think they broke, like, the scrolling warning text on the sides for egos. Just take a look at it. There's a huge black box in the bottom here. Or not a black box, but it's, like, cut off. Is it supposed to be like that? I don't think so. Oof. Oof. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna try and kill Heathcliff here. We kinda don't want that to happen, do we? So we'll go for that. That should work. Our Blossom Star is strong, and it is a Pierce attack, and our Sandy's gonna be looking a little iffy, but we might just heal off a bunch with our cost in the shop and the rest stop. Just for safety, right? Spamming egos is often the safe way to go, but in a very unsafe sort of manner, right? Cool. There we go. Still haven't changed the announcer. We might as well keep on rolling with it for a while at this point, if it's taking me so long to change it. Okay, a lot of stuff we can sell here. Because, you know, cost doesn't matter at this point. Resources don't matter at this point. Sinking never mattered in the first place. We should be fine to sell, like, the healing thing, right? What do we want? This is nice, but it's nothing too special, right? I don't know what would be special here, though, honestly. More skill 3s for Heathcliff, that's pretty special. You're kind of low, I kind of like that, so I might not change that. It's wrong button. Meant to hit the refresh button again. Oh, there's quick invite. Probably should have rolled with that. You know, we'll take Red Sea and Gossipia and get out of here, I think. If we're gonna get it. It's also Fairy Gentleman, so I'm not very concerned about the future. Get our bleed going a little harder. Get our burn... we don't really need to get our burn going very much harder. Bloody Gadget, sure. And yeah. Let's send it. This is going to be a very easy fight, simply because it is Fairy Gentleman. I think it's been a while since I've seen Fairy Gentleman in Mirror Dungeons. It's been a couple weeks, I think, honestly. Either that or, you know, I just kill him so fast I don't even remember. Which is a pretty believable reason, honestly. You're gonna get hit here, that's fine. You can get some clashing off. Sure. Some favored and stuff, that's alright. I'm not very concerned. And you take a bit of damage there, that's to be expected. You already have a lot of bleed though from our burn attack, or from our wrath attacks, what I'm trying to say, on that left arm of yours. That'll probably be what we continue doing the rest of this fight. Our wrath attacks are just going to go towards your arm. And we're just going to see how much wrath we can inflict upon this jolly old fellow. We'll also go for that, because it is a wrath attack that hits both, so that's cool. Okay. That's cool. It happens, you know, low sanity moment. Kind of my fault for spamming egos. I get that. I get that. When I complain about rolls, I do often understand that it usually is my fault. But, you know, sometimes it is just bad luck. And if it's bad luck, you kind of gotta think about that before you go for things right. You always gotta factor in the fact that something could go horribly wrong in, like, any situation, right? What's the weak attack we have? Is it this? No, that still wins. Is it? We're gonna win Clash no matter. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping we'd lose the Clash to get a bunch of bleed going, right? Bunch of bleed damage. We don't have a lot of Wrath attacks this turn, so we can't really stack up very much more Wrath, which is fine. Because we'll just roll with that. The arm's going to bleed out here. Right, yeah, there we go. Oh, we sure did hit the Fairy of Wine with the Flashing Strike. I kind of forgot that might happen. I was just kind of like, cool, we're going to hit both parts here. And I think that one only hit the arm twice, so it only hit the arm. So that's less than cool. Okay, this is a Wrath-type turn, though, so that's nice. You're going to try dodging this Flashing Strike. You'll probably fail, I hope. More bleed. Some burn there, just because, you know, funny burn spread with Shower of Fire. And then some self-damage in exchange for a funny mass attack. Yeah, this is the turn where you're like, yeah, we're gonna kill you. However, unfortunately for you, we're gonna kill you before you get to kill us. So, who gets the last laugh? Probably us. We're all faster than this guy. I think we can definitely do 500 damage in a turn. Without really much fast. Especially because we're stacking so much damage up on our people. Yeah, and we kill you with a Flashing Strike. Very fitting. Cool. Yeah, we love She Association. We love the 3 She Association IDs that are the only She Association IDs we have, and will ever have at this rate. 52% damage to Heathcliff, he took the Jorma amount of damage. Very fitting. And we get our Starlight and stuff. Give me my Battle Pass levels, nice 245. And it's only going to keep on going up. Once we get Mirror Dungeon 4, you have no idea. I've had to, like, restrain myself until we get Mirror Dungeon 4, though, right? That's why, you know, the level is only so high right now. I need to physically restrain myself from going all out, so that when we get Mirror Dungeon 4, I can max out that Starlight Tree as soon as I can. Because I'm really itching for a proper Limbus grind. It's kind of been nice how, like, the events are relatively, like, light on the grind and stuff, but it makes it so, like, I just have this, like, this innate urge to grind. And it's about time it gets scratched. I know I've got a problem, by the way. I very clearly know. I mean, I play RuneScape. I play old school RuneScape. I've got an issue. Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!